called Will You Press the Button. Basically, it's gonna ask you would you rather's, or not would you rather's, but it's like what would you do, and you have the choice to press the button or not. If you press there's a clause with every button pressed. So this one's for a perfect example, right? You have the ability to suck the sadness and ill will out of people, out the entire world, if you so desire, leaving only happiness and kindness. So perfect utopia. But you must carry with you their negative emotions for the rest of your life, and you cannot end your life. Would you do it? Which, like, I don't know. Like, it's like the trolley question, right? It's like, would you rather save one person, or would you rather save 10 people and one person's life, or save that one person who just so happens to be like gonna cure cancer or something like that, but you have to end two people's life? I personally, but I can't end my, but like, will I ever? I feel like if I cope well enough, I probably could do that. I think I pressed a button. It was close to a 50-50 split, 47-53. You can fly, but you can't walk. Which means everywhere I'd have to go, I'd have to like hover, basically. I think I'd still press that button. I feel like there's no... Oh my, I can't think, sorry. I don't think there's an issue with not wanting to... I mean, okay, maybe... I don't think I would, actually. I'll take it back. Now that I think about it, I don't think I would. Because... if I just walking, I feel like it's so much more versatile than flying. I feel like flying would be nice so I won't have to go through traffic, and I think that was my initial thought. But like, I just feel like there are certain scenarios where I feel like walking would be a lot more efficient, and I feel like not being able to walk wouldn't be fun. So I guess I won't press the button. But I think a lot of people would press the button because they think they don't want to deal with traffic. Yeah. You'd be the funniest comedic person in existence, but you can only say jokes in places where it isn't the right one, and you get awkwardly stared at whenever you do. So basically, I'm hilarious, but I can only crack jokes in serious or not comedic situations. Because, but then like, would people get annoyed with that? Where they'd be like, ugh. I think I would. I feel like people would get annoyed. So like, even like after a certain point, they just wouldn't laugh. Like they'd be like, oh yeah, it's funny, but like I'm not gonna laugh because like you have to be serious for a minute. So I don't think I would. I feel like I'd just ruin my personal relationships. Yeah. You become immortal? Already know. Dude, I don't think immortality... Dude, let me tell you guys. I think the people who did the PR for immortality need to get paid. Because there's nothing appealing about immortality if you think about it for more than like 5 minutes, right? Because immortality, right? There's a lot of questions. Number one, are you immortal? So like you're continuing to age. So like whenever you're like 1,099, you'll look like a 1,099-year-old. You'll just be decrepit, can't walk, can't talk. Like you'll just kind of be there. Or will you be your will you be your age? And will it be the age that you chose to be immortal at? Or can you choose the age you want to be like whenever So like, can I choose to be 50 and immortal, or if I chose to be like I'm 21, would I be 21 for immortality, or like would I look the way I am at 21 forever? That's the second thing. Number three, it just doesn't sound fun. Why would I want to like see every single person who I love cycle in and out of my life, because they're not immortal, they're mortal. So they have a day where they will no longer be here, and like something about that freaks me out. I actually get like, not panic attack, but it gives me anxiety when I have to think about it for so long. I think whoever created PR for immortality needs a pay raise. It does not, if you think about it for more than 5 minutes, it just doesn't seem fun. Anyways, would you rather become immortal, but you spend the next 17 or 15,000 years at your life, wait, what? But you spend the next 15,000 years of your life stuck inside solid rock. I won't press the button because A, I don't want to be immortal, and then B, 15,000 years is a long time. So no. I don't think a lot of people would press that button. Would you rather, would you learn why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but you can never tell anyone? I mean, like, I'd press a button. I think it was pretty harmless. I'm a grown adult and I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Would you rather become omniscient? Hold on, let me double check, but that's omnipotent? Omniscient, sorry. All-knowing, all-knowing, omniscient. Or, but you can't share the information with others. They read gibberish when you They hear slash read gibberish whenever you attempt to communicate. I mean, I'd like to be all knowing, like, you know, like I feel like that'd be pretty cool in exams, but like, and like, I mean, like, when would I share that information though? I would. I don't have an issue with not being able to tell. Like, okay, I take that back. Am I in a situation where like I can't communicate at all, or is it I can't tell them what I know, right? Ooh, actually, maybe I take that back, because maybe I don't think it's like I can see the future. I don't think I can see the future, but who knows? Have any superpower you wish for, but everyone knows and wants your help. Have any superpower I want, but everyone knows and wants your help. I mean, the only superpower I feel like would be worked at would be like super speed, because like I can do that in like a couple seconds. Like, you know, like if they need help, I can like rush over to help them and then come back, and I won't really notice it. Maybe an inconvenience, but it'll be like a millisecond of my life. Any other power though, like super strength, like teleportation, telekinesis, moving things, I mean, like, I feel like the only way is either you like choose super speed, or you choose like a really dumb, like really niche situational, like, you know, rare situational superpower. But at that point, would you really enjoy it, you know? What did everyone else said? And universe teleportation, I'd visit any. Wow, okay. Everyone knows and wants help. I mean, like, I'll take it. With great power comes great responsibility. I'll do it. Yeah. A puppy got offered to you for free, but the puppy's in poor condition. I'm gonna not take it, but it's more because well, actually, it's a hurt puppy. Like, it's the puppy. It depends if the puppy is like, if we're talking face value, I'm gonna assume the puppy has the chance to get better, and I can nurse the puppy back to health. It's gonna be expensive, but I feel like it'll be worth. I'll take the puppy, actually. You're transported into an alternate universe of your choosing, but the previous reality, including everyone you know, will be destroyed. No, it's only cool if it's Rick and Morty. I don't think I could do that. You play a totally awesome game with your friends, but it causes an apocalypse and almost everyone you love die. Shit, we're not playing that game. That's kind of like that's the most easy answers. Fall in love with a used to be jerk who turns out to be nice and is really cute, but your best friend will hate your guts for it no matter what you try. No matter what you try, you won't get over it. Wait, what? Sorry. You fall in love with a used to be jerk who turns out to be nice and is really cute, but your best friend will hate your guts for it, and no matter what you try, you won't get over them. I mean, like, I don't know. I think I can't do that, but it's less because of my friend, but more just because, like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, it's like, you have the capacity to do something bad once, you have the capacity to do it again. It'd have to be like, I have to know what made someone change. I'm gonna say no. I won't do that. You get 1 billion cookies, but grandmas take over the world. Like, domination? I mean, like, why not? I'll take that button. It's almost a 50-50 split. You become immortal, but you have to murder to keep your immortality. Still, immortality just doesn't seem like... You know, that's actually a good one. That is actually a good one. Bait child predators who schedule location, kill them, use immortality to evade the police and steal guns to continue my spree. Interesting. I mean, like, that's actually a really good... That's a really good thought. If it's like that, then sure. Join any military, solve murder until peace is achieved. Find a note. Mind immortality may seem good, but yeah. I mean, like, that's a good way to do it, but, like... Again, immortality just does not seem fun. You physically, emotionally, and spiritually move any person you choose, but your inner thoughts always play out a voice inside your head that cannot be cured through therapy and is sentient. Your inner thought always plays out. Isn't that like... Isn't that just having an inner monologue? I'll press the button. I think that's just having an inner monologue. Am I tripping to any... I mean, yeah, it's just having an inner monologue. That's okay for me. Your thoughts immediately become true, but they become true whenever you want them to, or whether you want them to or not. Ooh, no. I don't think that would be fun. I just think like my inner thoughts immediately become true. Cool. But whether I want them to or not. Because like, what if I think about I think about worst case scenario almost all the time. So like, I feel like if I think about something great, that'd be great, and I'd be really good at reframing my mind. But like, up until I'm able to reframe my mind, every bad thing I think about will happen, and I just, yeah, no, I don't think I'll take that. That'll take a while. I'll take a while to get used to it. I feel like I do more damage by the time I get there. You're the richest person in the world, but you're paralyzed from the top half of your body. Down? So like I'm assuming waist down paralyzation? Isn't that just what like Harrison Wells was in The Flash? No, I want to be rich in like body and spirit, or body and finance. I won't do that. You can turn into any one animal at will, but it happens whenever moonlight hits you. I don't care to turn into an animal, so I don't really care. You're able to fly, but you never get too close. Wait, what? Oh, you get to fly, but you never get to close your eyes, so bugs and stuff always get in them. I mean, like, how would sleeping work though? I'd have dry eyes. I also just don't think flying seems like that much fun. Dang, I think the majority would have these. You could sleep with you could sleep with anyone without your significant other caring, but you'll make minimum wage for the rest of your life. Dude, you gotta get the bag first. Dude. Got minimum wage, time travel, but every time you do, someone dies. Which like I mean, granted, you'd have to like interact with history for you to cause some type of like effect. Issue is what? No, I think the world of time travel gets so sticky. Have y'all seen My Friend Martin? That movie gave me nightmares. That traumatized me. Like, just like, and I think that made me so scared of time travel because like, what? They took MLK from like his time period and like they told him not to go out or not to go on that balcony. Or yeah, he died because he was like not out because he was out, but he was out on like some type of balcony. And he got shot. And they like stopped, like in this movie they stopped him from dying basically. And like the entire world went like segregation was like crazy. I don't think I could. That freaked me out with time travel, so I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could do time travel because then I just feel like you mess one thing up in time travel, all of a sudden like like I could go back in history or I could time travel back to like 1950s, 1960s, no, 1920s, 1930s, and like if I move a book to the other side of the room, that could mean like Nazi Germany is like still a thing. Like that freaks me out. So I'm actually good off that. I think I'm not responsible enough for time travel, so I won't. You find $100 or euros every day, but you get jump scared every day. I'll take the jump scare. $100 a day for a jump scare. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. That's not too bad. That's not too bad actually. Would you rather get a fully functioning portal gun, but every time you fire a black hole spontaneously appears somewhere in our galaxy? Now, how much would that affect me though? That's the question. Cause yeah, it's because like it says if the black hole isn't created by the sun, we're good. If it's created by the sun, we're doomed because we'll die. That's the question. I don't know. I don't think I mean, like, if it's like minor black holes, like near like Pluto, I'm good. But yeah, if it turns into, I'm gonna 50-50. I'm press the button. I'll press the button. But so long as it's not like the sun, because the sun's also a star, we're good. We're good. It could take one of Jupiter's suns or moon, suns. Yeah. I don't know. Everyone you know and cares about why would they die, but science would bring. Ooh, I don't know. This is selfish, but I don't think I could. I don't think world peace and happiness. No, because then I'd be depressed, and I feel like that's just the equivalent of like, would you? Let's back to the equivalent of would you? Cure everyone's ill thoughts and depression and sadness, but you have to live with that. I can't do that. You are super popular with all people and everyone loves you, but all animals hate you and will try to attack you. Ooh, and because like that's the thing now. Everyone has dogs everywhere. You're going somewhere and you see like a dog out. Like you'll be going to like a restaurant, like a fancy restaurant too, and you'll just see a dog chilling in a chair. I don't know. I feel like dog. Like if it's like, if it was like a couple years ago, where like not everyone didn't bring their dogs everywhere. Sure, but like, but like nowadays, where everyone brings their pets everywhere, I'm good off that actually. You become immortal and live forever, but everyone hates you. I don't care about immortality. So either way, like anything with immortality, I'm not interested in it. I just don't feel like it's fun. It doesn't seem enjoyable. A new alien race comes to Earth and desires peace, welcoming everyone into an intergalactic federation, but all games all games produced by Epic Games must be burned and disposed of. So it's either we get to join an intergalactic federation that wants peace for the world, but we don't get Fortnite. That's the thing. And it's just Fortnite though. We do get Rocket League and we do get Fall Guys. I feel like there's a lot of actually, because there's like only Fortnite's the only game that Epic really produced, right? What other games has Epic Games produced? Games made by Epic. What the hell? Games. Fortnite, Gears of War. Really? A bunch of like Super ZZT, Chill of the Jungle, Dare to Dream, Silver Ball, Jargon, Jazz, Jackrabbit, Extreme Pinball, Firefight, Seventh Legion, Unreal, Age of Wonder, Unreal Tournament, all that stuff. Gears of War. I did not know Gears of War was made by Epic Games. Gears of War, Infinity Blade, Shadow Complex, Bulletstorm, Gears of War 3, Infinity Blade 2, Gears of War Judgment, Infinity Blade 3, Shadow Complex Remastered, Robo Recall, Fortnite Creative Battle Breakers, which is not a Fortnite game mode, Hit the World, Lego Fortnite Rocket Racing, Fortnite Battle, Fortnite Ballistics. Interesting. I mean, like, okay, it's really Fortnite. It's like Fortnite and Gears of War. Cause I'm pretty sure like all the Unreal Tournament stuff are like debunked now. Like you can't install them. So it's just Gears of War and maybe it's like Extreme Pinball. Those are the only two I think. So I'll take World Peace. I'll take World Peace. Yeah. You lose your arms in an accident, but you get Rebel arms capable of crushing cars, but they have to charge for 12 hours a day. I mean, like, is it to get like? Does it have to be charged for 12 hours to get fully charged, or can I charge it while I'm asleep? How would I have to charge them one at a time though, no? I assume I do. Or maybe there's like a charging stand and I just put my, nub. Is it nub? Okay, that's probably word to say nubs. I just kind of, and then I get my Robo arms back. If that's how it does, I can like it. Hell no. I don't know. I could. I think the Robo arms do sound cool. So long as I can charge them at the same time, and if I can charge them for 8 hours, and then like whenever I wake up they'll be fully charged, or not be fully charged, but they'll be charged enough to last me throughout the day. If I can like charge them while I'm taking a nap, I'll do it. If I can charge them while I'm taking a nap, I'll do it. It was almost 50-50. You get any power imaginable, but if you touch anyone, they die. So that means no physical contact with anyone for the rest of my life, but I gain any power. No. You get the fastest internet in the world, but the scary face comes on your computer every 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes is the inconvenience. If it was like every 3 to 4 hours, cool. But every 30 minutes, that's quite frequent. That's like, let's say I'm on my computer like 8 hours a day. That is 16 jump scares in one day. And it depends on how long it is there for. Because imagine you're in the middle of like a game, right? It's intense, and then boom, you get jump scared. And it's on your screen for too long that you can't see the opponent and you die. Think about it. Clock it. You didn't think about that one, did you? So I just won't press the button. You're able to stop every war, cure cancer, end world hunger, and stop global warming, but you'll be stung by a wasp. One wasp one time? I'll do that in a minute. I'll do that in a heartbeat, bro. In a heartbeat. Am I just stung by one wasp? That's one time? Easy. Save the world, cure cancer, and anything that is amazing well-being for all people, but you are viewed as the worst person ever You are viewed as the worst person to ever live, and everyone, including your friends and family, hate you. This goes... I don't know. Should I? Maybe. I don't know. This doesn't even seem that bad. Would they know it, or what would they hate me for, though? I feel so lonely, though. Wouldn't I? Like, there's no outlet. Does everyone, like, if I'm playing a game, would everyone know that, like, you know, I'm me? Or would they be like, oh, like, would it just be whenever they find out who I am, then they hate me? And what would they hate me for? Would it just be like a sudden hatred? Or like, would there be a reason? Would it be slowly? Would it be immediate, but like there'd be a reason for it? Or would they just hate me just to hate me? I don't think I can. Read minds, but nah. I don't want to read minds, though. That's the reason why. Find a cure to all innocent disease, but you're vulnerable to all. I'll press the button for that, though. That seems fair. You get the perfect PC and connection. Wow. Sure. You may eat whatever you desire and never gain weight, but the more you eat, the less you weigh, resulting in you slowly starving yourself by eating. Does it reset after a certain time? I'm curious. Does it? Because like, if it's just like starting now, every time I eat, I lose weight. Like, does it reset after 24 hours, or like is it like a rolling clock, or like does it restart at like midnight? Like, how does that work? I know. How are we using? Like, are we using calories? Because like I can drink like a 6,000 calorie shake, but I can also eat like a whole meal that's under 500 calories. What are we? It depends on what we're using. It depends on what metric we're using to determine what It depends on what metric we're using to determine what, like, how much is food. I just don't think I will. I don't think I will. There's too much. You can fly, but only when you're drunk, so you don't remember in the morning. I'll press that button. That's okay. That seems fun. That seems like a cool party trick. You can read minds, but you can't talk for 30 minutes after you do. I'll do that. I'll do that. You can transport yourself into any video game, take anything you want out of it when you leave. You may also respawn infinitely in any game that allows, but you cannot leave until you beat the game, and the first game you play must be Dark Souls Online. Furthermore, time passes the same in game as in the real world. If there is a numbered amount of lives, you'll be killed if it reaches 0. I don't care to go into any video games, actually. Contrary to popular opinion or thoughts, Pies High School with all A's, or you did it through cheating? Sure, why not? Degree is still a degree. Pokemon are real, but your license is cut in half each time you catch a Pokemon. I'm good off that. You'll know, like, dude, isn't Pikachu like ridiculously tall? Never mind, he's only 1.5 feet, or 1.25 feet, or 1 foot 4 inches tall. I thought he was taller than that. Dang, I don't know. Do you know Pikachu? I did not know there was like different versions of Pikachu. Like, I know there's a boy Pikachu and a girl Pikachu. You could create everything you ever wanted with your mind, but every time you do, you feel unimaginable pain for the next 10 minutes. I mean, I'd use it selectively. Especially if I get to choose when I do it, but I'd use it selectively. You eat a spoonful of Nutella, but you have to live with the fact that you just ate a freaking spoonful of Nutella. Sure. I mean, like, that's regular. All right, last one. You perfect any skill you want, but you have to withstand every submission move known to man for 3 minutes. What? I'll learn any skill I want, but I have to, like, I'm assuming this is like MMA submissions. And it's like, if I tap out, will I just not learn any skill? I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like that seems fun. Yeah, okay.